Stop, get guap. 10 white toes and them Tory flip-flops. Manicures and pedicures, I'm always tip-top. When they say I'm not hot, all these lies need to stop. Cause I'm icy, wife.
Hey guys, this is a really short mukbang of me eating a chicken sandwich. So right here from Food City. Yeah, look ugly. Look how tiny this shit is. I'm over. If you don't want to see my video. Do a story time. I'm gonna tell you guys kind of what happened yesterday. I was catfished. I'm gonna go get. Yesterday, there's this boy that I met, but I didn't really meet him. It was kind of weird. Like, I met him, but I didn't pay attention to him. And his friend asked me for my Snapchat, and we kind of started talking to him, and he Snapchatted me like 10 times, and I just didn't answer him because I was not interested in him. And then I finally decided to answer him, and we started kind of like talking and shit. But I didn't really pay attention to him the first time I like met him because it wasn't really like me supposed to meet him. He was kind of just like a stranger I didn't pay attention to. And I've been wanting to like meet him and stuff because the first time I met him I didn't pay attention to him, and I asked him like before, how tall are you? He's a 5'5".
So cool.
Keep in mind I'm 5'1", like that's all like around the height that I am. And so like I don't want to date a guy who's 5. Like what the fuck? You need to be taller than me, like at least by an inch, bro.
He honestly
And he said he was 5'5". Yeah, and I'm 5'1". And he said he was 5'5" when I asked him. So I was like, all right, like that's not that bad. I'm like actually tuned in. I'm like, and so
And I was laughing when I did a shirt.
we tried to meet like 3 times, bro, but it didn't happen. And yesterday we finally met. And he was lying to me, bro. He said I'm in Hollister. He wasn't even in Hollister, bro. And he said he was. And then I was in Hollister, and he said I'm out here. I'm like, how did you leave Hollister? You literally said you were in there. Like, did you like teleport over there? And then I seen him, and the first thing I noticed is he's so skinny. I don't care that much if you're skinny and shit. Like, I don't care about weight, but like, this guy was so skinny. Guys, I'll actually finish this story time another day. Guys, so I'm finishing the story time, obviously without food, but we need to finish the story time so that it won't be like too consistent. And also I'm missing a nail. It should be in my pocket. I'm gonna glue that on soon. But anyways, we're gonna start with the story. So he was sitting down, and I was like, right away noticed that he was very skinny, and I'm not someone who judges. If you're skinny, you're fat, you're chunky, you're like average weight, like I don't care, but like it was just kind of like, whoa, like it wasn't anything bad, but I just noticed that. So he was sitting down, so I couldn't tell how tall he was. I sat next to him, and he was literally on his phone like this the whole time, and I could tell he was on Snapchat, and he was Snapchatting so many people, but like I was just like, he wasn't even talking to me or anything, and it kind of annoyed me because I was like, bruh, like literally right here, like, are you gonna talk to me? And I even tried to come up with conversation with him, and he would just completely, like, he was so bland. Like, if I was like, so how you been? He'd be like, good. That's it, bro. Like, there was no, like, full conversation. Also, that's lipstick on my hand, y'all, so don't mind it. But yeah, he was just being so boring, and I was like, I've waited this long to meet up with this kid and, like, see him in person, and he's being, like, a little bitch, like, what the fuck, and it obviously freaking annoyed me. And so then I was like, we're just sitting there, and I was like, wait, he was like, the mall's about to close, because the mall closes at 9 on weekdays, I think so, or I think it closes at 9 all the time. It was like 8:40, and so I was only with him for like 20 minutes, and then it's time to leave, and he was like, oh, by the way, I'm a freshman, I'm 14 years old, and I didn't not believe him for a second. Like, he looks like a freshman. He looks like a junior higher. Like, he could pass as a 7th grader, bro. Like, that's how young he looked. But his voice is, like, so, like, I'm still not even gonna lie, his voice is still really hot. Like, his voice is really attractive. But, like, you're not gonna date someone because of their voice, right? And then he ended up telling me that he was kidding about, like, that he actually is a sophomore. And he actually is a sophomore. And the reason I realized that he actually is a sophomore is because he showed me, like, a picture of his ID. So I guess he was just joking around with me and being like, I'm a freshman. But he actually is a sophomore. But still, he doesn't know like a sophomore. And then, when it was time to, like, almost leave, he stood up, bro. He was 5 feet. And I was just like, when he stood up, bro, I almost lost it. Because I asked this kid how tall he was. He told me he was 5'5", and I was like, okay, that's good, because I'm 5'1", so, like, if you're 5'2", like, I still kind of would be like, but I'd be okay with that, like, as long as you're taller than me, because, like, I know relationships don't, like, revolve around height, but, like, I don't know, like, girls just, we like a guy who's taller than us, like, we don't want to date a little shorty, because when we wear heels, then we look way taller than him, and it's kind of like we want the guy to be more dominant, and, like, him being shorter than me kind of, he freaking stood up, and I told him, I was like, you told me you were 5'5", and he's like, no, I'm 5. What the? This kid was, like, literally as tall as me, or, like, shorter. Like, I think he actually was, like, an inch shorter, because he was, like, 5, and I'm 5'1", like I said, and I was just, like, shooketh, and I'm like, oh my Lord, Jesus Christ, and I was just like, okay, whatever. Anyways, that's how I got catfished. Like, y'all, I felt like I was meeting an 8th grader. I felt like I was meeting a freaking... I even told him, I was like, you're a little baby. I told him that. I think it kind of made him feel bad. But, like, it's, like, why would you lie to me? Like, you had your chance when I asked you how tall you were. Like, when a girl asks you how tall you are, it's for a reason. She's trying to save your ass from being embarrassed, okay? Like, she's trying to... basically say, like, she's trying to see if you're taller than her, and if you're not, then she's just gonna leave you. So what's the point of lying? Then you're just gonna look stupid, because, like, imagine if I was, like, 5'4", bro, and I met him. If I was 5'4", and I met him, and, like, he's 5, that would have been way more awkward, but good thing I was only an inch taller than him, so it's kind of, like, not noticed. But he was just being an asshole, like, the whole time, because he wasn't even talking to me, he wasn't even making conversation, so, like, not only did he catfish me, but he also, like, his personality sucked ass. And then, like, when I left, he, like, called me on FaceTime, and, like, he's just an asshole, like, in general, so it kind of annoys me, to be honest, how he's mean to me, because he's not, like, it's kind of hard to explain, but he's kind of, like, rude to me, but, like, not that rude, like, he's just, like, kind of borderline to me. So, like, I don't see why he's like that towards me when he catfished me, and if anything, he should be trying to be on my good side, because, like, I'm already, like, you know what I mean? Like, when someone does you dirty, they need to kind of try to do things to make up for it, but he doesn't even do that. He's so rude to me, so, like, I'm not even talking to this kid anymore. Like, he's off of my list, because, like, boy, why would you lie to me? And I know he's Mexican, so that's what, like, he makes him short. Like, Mexican guys, there's a lot of Mexican guys who are short, but, like, even my ex, who was 14, bro. This kid is 15, let me tell you. This kid is 15. No, he's 16, man. Like, this kid is 16, and my ex was 14. Yet my 14-year-old ex was taller than him, and he was Mexican, like, so there is possibility that a Mexican could be taller than me, so I'm not just gonna be like, I'm gonna start dating white guys or black guys just because I can't find a taller Mexican, because there is taller Mexicans than me. Like, this kid is below average, I'm pretty sure, because I'm pretty sure 16-year-old guys are not supposed to be 5 feet, okay? So, yeah, that's kind of my story time of how I was catfished. So, y'all, if you ever meet up with someone who you have met in person, that you, like, it kind of was, like, the first time meeting him, because, like, I've never talked to him in person and stuff, but, yeah, like, he was rude and not even cute, so, like, if you're gonna be ugly, at least you need to make sure your personality makes up for it. But whatever, like, life goes on, and he lost a good girl. I'm kidding, but, like, no, for real, he's an asshole, so fuck you. If you see this, you're never gonna see this, but, like, fuck you. Watch this, and it's about you, you'll know what's about you. So fuck you, bitch, because you fucking like catfished me basically, and then you still decided to be an asshole to me. Peace out, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the story time. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.